is a Bluebird exhibition as well, so we're going to have a nosy at that. History of caravanning as well. This is a 1948 Burlingham Langdale caravan. Look a bit more wooden, aren't they, more than...
Just reading that though, it's 1.5 tons, so it's not easy to tow.
No.
They think it was meant to be taken somewhere for the summer and then moved on back in storage over the winter.
Right. Again, a bit more character about it though than the boxes that are towed these days. We have been to Donald Campbell's grave in Coniston, way back. Scoot back through the videos, you'll find it. We told a little bit about him there, but this is a full exhibition about Bluebird and Donald Campbell and the Campbells. I need to show the tickets again.
This damage can be replaced, but if the replacement is damaged, there can be no further attempt. Why then does this man
1954 Land Rover Series 1 ex Donald Campbell, once the property of Donald Campbell, first registered 10th of October 1954, with its first change of ownership to Donald Campbell on the 20th of January 1960, and it remained registered to him until the 21st of August 1967, some 8 months after his tragic accident on Coniston Water. What series was yours?
Series 2. Yeah.
You've got a story.
Oh, what's about? What's that one?
Sports bras.
When I was courting taking my girlfriend out with Gina before we got married, they used to say, she used to ask what we're going in. I said, oh, the Land Rover. Oh, I better put my sports bra on then.
Oh, look at the size of this. I'll go around the front and start there. This is Sir Malcolm Campbell's 1935 Bluebird car. This is the Bluebird which broke the world land speed record at Bonneville, USA on the 3rd of September 1935. And it went to over 5 miles a minute. It was his last world land speed record, which was then broken by Captain G.E.T. Eyston in Thunderbolt on the 19th of November 1937. The engine's a 12-cylinder in 2 banks, supercharged Rolls-Royce Aerotype, developing 2,500 brake horsepower approx. Transmission was a normal clutch through a crash-type 3-speed gearbox to back axle via a double propeller shaft. Overall length 28 feet 3 inches. Fuel special SO ethyl. That's massive.
Was liberated by the end of that chapter. On the far right of the Loch Ness is jet propelled boat with reaching speeds no other boat had ever achieved. Then came a reminder that the risk was total. One grey morning, Hans Crusader disintegrated in a cloud attack. Campbell was obviously deeply invested in the building of this great car.
This one's not a Bluebird. Oh, it is a Bluebird, but it's not a Campbell. It's a 1997 Bluebird Electric. British record holder in 2000 at 137 miles per hour. Oh, right, that's one thing I didn't know. Malcolm Campbell, grandson Don Wales, carried out the family carried on the family tradition of record breaking, concentrating initially on the electric record. This is Bluebird Electric 1, which broke the British electric record at Elvington Runway in May '97 at a speed of 116 miles per hour. And 3 years later, the car was taken to Pendeen Sands in Wales, a 7-mile-long beach first used by Malcolm Campbell in September 1924 to break his first land speed record.
He achieved his record of 403 miles per hour, although now, with record breaking, success seemed to be diminishing with every
And this is the Bluebird K7.
Donald Campbell went to Lakeland to try and achieve his own double. Watched by over 200 people, he was the first man to get
I'm not going to go into the whole story on this video, but if you Google Donald Campbell and Bluebird, you'll find lots of information. As I say, you can go to his grave in Coniston.
The water speed record now stood at 276.33 miles per hour. Now at Coniston, at this moment, it still stands at 276 miles per hour. Donald Campbell took over from his father here at Coniston 17 years ago. Now he and his team are back. The preparation starts as before. Even frogmen have to be employed to clear the accumulation of years of disuse from the slipway. 17 years.
And this is the story of the K7 from the original 1955, changes in 56, a new tail added in 58 and 59, more power added in 65, and then newspaper clippings about the accident. And this photograph's world famous, but there was a scrapbook in the family, and all the newspaper clippings from then were in that book. Here's a photograph of his grave. He wasn't found for, or Bluebird found for many years. What year did it say it was found? Bluebird rises.
His body was raised, the main hull was raised in 2001.
Right, so that's quite a few years later. And then his body was found. He was laid arrested in September 2001, but wasn't really covered in the press because the day before was the 9/11 tragedy in America. The Bluebird project are now working to preserve the craft and return it to a full working order. And the Lake District National Park has given permission for the boat to perform a demonstration run on Coniston, after which it will be displayed at the Bluebird wing of the Ruskin Museum near the centre of Coniston. But if you want to keep up to date with how it's going, you can look at www.bluebirdproject.com.
What's the evening like? The sort of extra sweet. May I ask if you have been frightened? Yes, full stop. And that's all it is. By the same token, of course, if you're not frightened, then you're probably going to kill yourself very rapidly. If you're too frightened, the result is the same anyway. This degree of tension is necessary because the adrenaline is pumping around the system and this is speeding up your reactions. Well, it's the good old days of the Roman arena and the chaps carried down to the Colosseum to watch the gladiator. And let's make no mistake about it, John. If you're not prepared to get your nose punched, don't go down into the arena. We got ours punched yesterday afternoon.
And there's another Bluebird here. This is the K4, Sir Malcolm Campbell's 1939 boat. Piloting Bluebird K4 on Coniston Water, 19th of August 39, Sir Malcolm raised the world walk speed record to 141.74 miles per hour, which was a record still held on his death in 1948. Under the term of St Malcolm's will, his possessions, including K4, were auctioned. Ownership of K4 passed to Donald Campbell, who replaced the jet engine with its previous Rolls-Royce R engine. In May of 1951, whilst travelling at an estimated 150 to 160 miles per hour, K4 hit a submerged log and sank. And after salvage, K4 was stripped of usable parts and the hull burnt. But this is a faithful representation of Bluebird K4, and it was created to join the original 35 Bluebird car and the 2931 Schneider Trophy submarine S6A airplane. And in 1950, Donald Campbell took Bluebird K4 to 152 miles per hour, and in 1951 won the Oltranza Cup race at Lake Garda in Italy. They're massive, aren't they? So that's the museum.
Yeah,
Really interesting, wasn't it, actually?
it was, yes.
A lot bigger than we thought.
There's a lot in there.
Certainly worth a tenner.
Well, we've been in ages, haven't we,
Yeah.
really?
And there's a lot to see, a lot more than we've seen, really, because we've gone at quite a pace, haven't we?
Yeah, we
rather
just
than
not read everything.
No, it's too much to read in one go, really. But there is one thing that we do know about this museum. Coffee. It's got a very nice coffee shop. So that's where we're going next. Because it has to be done.
It does.
Well, I went for the coffee cake.
I went for millionaire shortbread.
Yes, that was fingers crossed.
Yes.
It's a big lottery win tonight, hopefully. So that's it again for this video. Another one done and dusted. Hope you've enjoyed it. We're going to enjoy this. So thank you very much for watching. Look forward to your comments, your memories, cars and motorbikes that you've seen today. So do tell us about them down below in the comments. And thanks again for watching.
Cheers.
We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.